Hey, and welcome to the Daily Moxie. We are talking about screw ups today. Has it ever happened to you that you might be feeling a little bit low and vulnerable? Maybe you've made a mistake at something, and all of a sudden there's like this feeling, that feelings of heaviness, and this sensation of, oh, I'm such a loser, I'm such an epic screw up. And all these memories from like ancient history, 15 or 20 years ago, come flooding back and give you more evidence for your suckiness in the moment. Yeah, has that happened to you? This is happening to me a lot at the moment because I'm writing a memoir and I'm sitting with all of these dodgy, flashing Vegas style screw ups that I've made probably 2 decades ago, 15 years, 20 years ago. But I noticed that when they come up, that they're actually still a lot more relevant in the present than they should be. And that kind of operates under the surface. So I'm not okay with that because, hey, we've got lives to live and we've got things to do and we've got great things to achieve. And if we're hanging back because of something that happened 20 years ago and doubting ourselves, something needs to be done. So here's what I try that works for me. The first thing is actually being able to pay attention. Because when that feeling comes in of all those old memories and the old stories that we loop around and around, there's a feeling, at least for me, associated with that. It feels kind of heavy. My energy drops noticeably. I tend to want to pull back from things. So the first step is noticing, because you can't fix it unless you're paying attention and noticing. The second thing is calling it out and naming it. So it's basically like, it's you again, self-doubt. Welcome. So it's acknowledging what it is, whatever that thing is. And then the third step is to give it a load of compassion, the way that you might talk to a child, because there is actually a small part of you that's been wounded at some stage. So if my 9-year-old daughter came up feeling uncertain or fearful of something, I wouldn't actually just dismiss her and say, you're a loser, get a grip. So it's actually about learning how to talk to ourselves like that in that moment. Once we've paid attention and recognized, hey, there's an old tape playing here, and we've been able to name it, self-doubt, you again, and then giving it compassion and saying, you know what? I'm actually a good person. I have a lot to offer. There's been so many things that have gone right. The world needs what I'm creating. The world needs my skills. The world needs my love. And just being okay with that squidgy part of ourselves and talking to it nicely. And usually that whole feeling then dissipates. But the thing is, it never actually goes away completely. I kind of think about it like a cold sore. It's always latent in your system, ready to pop up again. But if we're prepared for that and we know that it will come back again, and we're still paying attention and we're willing to call it out and give it compassion when it shows up again, it tends to happen less and less. So that is my thought for you today. Create a beautiful day, and I'll see you back here soon.